Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Get early access to all of our interviews, including the monthly Chichester chats with writer and comic book legend DG Chichester, new episodes of classic Capes and Lunatics shows, including The Quantum Zone, This, That, or the Third, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/Capes and Lunatics. Hope to see you there.
Batman, my favorite character.
Ray's not gonna hear this.
That's all right. The rest of us will hear it. Welcome back, kids, to another new episode and new year of We Are the Night.
The Batman Podcast.
That's right. I am Phil. Joining me, as always, that Scourge of Gotham herself. It is
Roaming the rooftops, a free woman so far, Lilith Hellfire, y'all.
all right, kids. So I thought we'd start off fresh with
With some origin stories.
some classic reviews from pre-crisis stories, Untold Legends of the Batman 1 through 3, and probably, well, the final pre-crisis Batman story, Batman 400.
Marvel could never these days. 400, 100, 50, 25.
Could anyone do that these days? I mean,
Not even Spider-Man.
there's only 2 books that are over 100 right now. Like that. It's like, Batman and Nightwing. That's it. Even Superman can't do it.
He's too busy with that damn wife and kid.
And he's the strongest character there is. Wrestle, suck it. I know, present it. I know.
Whoa.
That's wrestle.
It's too early in the morning.
Well, like I'm not even awake yet.
Oh, but yeah, good choices. But 1980, holy shit, man.
I know.
I was like, ooh, it shows.
Oh yeah. Especially all this pre-crisis stuff in the origin, yeah.
Which it's fun. So let's just John Byrne also. So just doing pencils though. Don't get excited.
All right, so we begin in Untold Legends of the Batman, number 1. Yes, July 1980. In the beginning, that's right.
There was Bat.
The Batman said, "Let there be light, Ray." Yeah, it's gonna be one of those episodes, Ray.
What the F?
I did want to try to find these 6x9 mini comics with the audio, but I just know. I know that nobody has them. I just know, or if they do, it's like the Teddy Ruxpin tapes. They're totally destroyed.
Yeah, they put this in so many different formats. You know how I got it? It was like a regular like paperback novel size, and all the pages were in black and white. But they reprinted this 3-issue miniseries like that. It was like one paperback novel almost.
Yeah.
So yeah, this has been out in several different formats, kid. All right, so writer Len Wein, penciler John Byrne, of course, inker Jim Aparo, colors Glennis Oliver, letterer John Costanza.
Can't stand you.
Editor Paul Levitz. It seems like Costanza's always been there.
Just looming in the background.
Costanza.
Hey,
what was that? Nothing.
Stole my clock.
That episode is so unhinged.
I know. Damn, Telly. In the Batcave, Batman opens a package that came in his mail and finds within it the shredded remains of Thomas Wayne's Batman costume, which he wore to the party that ended in his encounter with gangster Lou Moxon.
Lou Moxon? Lou Moxon? What are we doing here? This is as bad as Norton Fester, man.
And can I just say, it's just the height of hilarity to me that Batman's in the cave opening his mail.
Batman.
I think I'm getting a package every other day.
Batman invented Amazon.
Ah,
Fuck it. Fucking bozo.
I love that theory. Hey, Ray, do you get anything from Amazon? Batman invented it. Ray's going to kill us. All right. Batman rushes to the display case where the costume had hung and finds only a note taped to the inside of the glass with a thread addressed to him.
It's giving for Batman 400. I'm just saying. It's giving a little bit of Batman 400 right now.
Grimly, Batman recalls to Alfred and to himself the night that his father went to the costume party dressed as a...
We haven't had one of these in a while. I mean, outside of the movies, we haven't had one of these in the actual comic book in a long time.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like we're gonna get that with his little new personality there.
Oh,
I feel like that is definitely gonna come up. It's been so long since we've had one.
When his father went to a costume party dressed as a bat slash man
bat.
was abducted by thugs to treat the wounded Lou Moxon and wound up capturing them all.
Wait, even Thomas Wayne was bad guy? Jeez, it's just genetic. He can't help it.
Yeah. What? You don't think this doctor from the suburbs could, take down a
from old money that was probably actually sickly and probably inbred, but that's none of my business.
Probably never got a paper cut in his life. Yeah, come on. He goes on to remember Moxon's emergence from jail 10 years later, and soon after, the murder of Thomas and Martha Wayne by Joe Chill.
Boo! We don't mention that name here. Boo!
Bruce Wayne's determination to fight crime and bring his parents' killer to justice is becoming the first Robin.
Oh, that Harvey Harris story. No!
Teaming up with Detective Harvey Harris. You know what? What is it? Is it Detective Annual 2? Yeah, did we cover that one? There's an annual after Crisis, where he does go to learn from Harvey Harris, but he doesn't dress like Robin. He doesn't dress like Robin.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Is
it 226?
What? No, it was a Detective Annual. What the one after Crisis?
Yeah.
He uses the alias Frank Dixon.
Oof.
Yeah. His attending Gotham College, where he learned the difference between law and justice from Professor Amos Rexford. The bat that flew in through, no matter what continuity, kids, that damn bat flashed through the window of Wayne Manor and inspired him to become the Batman. The many battles he and Robin waged.
It's a canon event. I'm sorry, Phil. It's a canon event.
I know. The battles he and Robin waged against an army of criminals and the deaths of Joe Chill and Lou Moxon, accidentally.
I feel like he got crushed in a recycler, maybe?
Pretty much. Batman learns little from analyzing the shredded costume, and thus he heads out on patrol of Gotham City in the Batmobile on a mission of vengeance.
It's a bottle episode, guys!
Pretty much. And again, this thing is reprinted so much.
For no reason. It's not even that good. It's literally a clip show.
Because it's the origin,
Yeah, it's literally like the equivalent of a clip show. Stop.
It's like, hey kids, do you want to know the origin of the Batman suit?
Lou Moxon can go to hell.
Oh my!
I think he did actually.
Well, yeah. Oh, I love this, because it references an recent adventure with the Catwoman.
From what was that?
Batman 324, which we covered.
Yeah.
Yes. Scroll down, kids.
Wow.
Just a few months ago, kids. Scroll down. But this was so Silver Agey.
Yeah, I think I have it in the Tales of the Batman Lin Wein, I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, this thing was again, like we said, this thing's been reprinted all over the place. It's on the app, kids. It's everywhere.
Oh yeah, good for it being on the app. But what is this cover?
I know.
Mess.
I know, just like the
40 cents? No way.
And the Joker, Penguin, and the Riddler looking at this giant book with Batman on the cover. Rich men and their egos.
But it does have the best DC logo. Yes,
true. I know the book I first read this in, like the cover of that was the cover to the third issue.
Oh, good choice.
Yeah, I'd say that's the best of the three, yeah. Batman swooping down. swooping down on beating on the porch.
I mean, it's his thing.
Ray's like, right?
I love how like on the covers it's like instant collector's item. Yeah.
It's gonna be worth money, see? Until we reboot continuity, see? Yeah.
Even then though.
I know. So did this thing
I wouldn't call it an extraordinary miniseries. They need to pipe down with that. But
did this set Lilith Hellfire on her path because she did you have this 6x9 mini comic Lilith Hellfire?
No. I wish. I'm gonna look for it though. The one with the cassette tape for narration. I want to find that whole set.
Either do the 6 or do the 9.
You know what I saw years ago? This was probably in the 90s. You know what else they did that for? I think they might have been 6x9s, or they might have been a little bigger, but they were they had the cassettes with them, but it was for the Man of Steel miniseries.
Yeah. No, I have those somewhere. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And again, the tapes were wrecked like the ready. Man, I was so mad. I bought a Teddy Ruxpin, like the tapes, because I found my Teddy Ruxpin, but the tapes were kind of messed up. So I ordered, and their tapes were messed up, and they didn't take returns. So I just canceled the order from my card. So suck it, you shitty eBay seller. You know who you are.
How dare you crush a young girl's dreams? How dare you?
That's so rude. I don't know if eBay can replace my Amazon addiction now. I'm very apprehensive.
Trying to make a quick buck off a Teddy Ruxpin girl. Come on, damn it.
Dude, those things are the original freaking Furbies. Just nightmare fuel. I have to make sure that thing's locked up at night.
I love the whole Joe, the Joe Chill thing where of course Bruce has that bad say, I'm the son of the people you kill, and so he runs to his gang. Guys, I created the Batman, and they just shoot him. They're like, wait a minute, maybe we should ask who Batman was first. Oh,
exactly. Stupid criminals, cowardly lot.
There's your what if he would have been able to scream out, Bruce Wayne is Batman before they shot him.
Everybody's like, we know.
That's why they shot him. They're like, shh, he doesn't beat on us as hard because he thinks we don't know who he is. So shut up.
Just letting the rich man have his time. He'll grow out of it eventually.
Or grow old. Or slip off a rooftop. Something. And of course, I love the Lou Moxon scene where it's like, Batman's costume gets trashed. He has to wear his father's old costume. And it's just like, no, it's a ghost. You're dead. I plugged you, see?
Oh, God. Wolf. 1980, man. They couldn't help it.
The Silver Age.
The best age. I don't care what anybody says.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I'm a golden age girl, but Silver Age, it's got the best stories.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's get back to that time, DC.
I don't want them cash grabbing my nostalgia anymore, actually. They're just ruining everything, so.
Here's my question. When's Batman going to get his hand back?
Nice.
He's been lonely.
Well, apparently Catwoman's the only person in the whole wide world, not Dick Grayson, that'll always be there for him. I hate that. I hate that.
I know. Oh, what, you mean Detective Comics?
Yeah, that was kind of
what? Dick's not gonna ride to the rescue? I'm like, go on.
Especially after that blowout they had, it's like, babes, you gotta, you said I told y'all to poop or get off the pot. Y'all got off the pot. They're not getting married, and she's better in every single aspect without being connected to Batman. So it's over. Stop trying to make Cat Bat a thing. I'm done. It's over.
I know. Quit teasing us. Either do it or don't do it.
And they didn't get them married. So this is like so hollow. And then that big old fight they had during their gang war. Like, I'm over it. Will they or won't they? Well, this ain't Ross and Rachel. This ain't the 90s no more. I don't care.
Lilith Hellfire was right.
You got one wedding album out of me. You ain't gonna get two.
That man's getting married.
Oh, my poor hopeful boy.
I know.
What a time to be alive.
I love marriages. I guess I shouldn't read comics.
Seriously.
It's not the big two. All right. Should we get to the next one?
Let's do it with friends like these.
All right, kids. Let's get us some dick. All right. Untold Legend of the Batman, number 2. From August 1980, with friends like these. Byrne is gone now. Jim Aparo is penciling and inking.
He's probably off doing some Superman or something.
No,
I
it's
would
too early.
assume.
No. Oh, he might be. Oh, is this 1980? Is he on Fantastic Four by this point? I don't know. He's doing something. Oh wait,
He's doing something.
Jim Aparo is penciling, inking, and lettering this issue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Glennis is still there though.
Oh yeah. Everyone else is there. Yeah. Ween is still writing. Yeah. All right. Batman. Batman and God, is this Batman and Little Hellfire? Batman invades a bar looking for any clues to those responsible for sending him the Thomas Wayne Batman costume as a threat. Did you send me something in the mail? What? I can't tell you, but did you send me something in the mail? Did you send me a threatening package in the mail?
Seems like I'm getting a package every other day.
I am Batgirl.
I am God.
He asks a stool pigeon named Snitch, that's kind of on the nose, for information, then gets a smart aleck but negative answer. After which, Snitch draws a gun on him.
Oh, that's the worst thing you can do.
Oh, yeah.
Beats him to a pulp, bro.
I mean, pull anything on him, a knife, the penis, anything. I mean, last thing you want to do is a gun.
Unless you're Gordon for that last one.
Well, I said it's all work. Anything but a gun, because he has a thing about guns.
Don't pull it out unless you're going to use it. That's true for guns and penises.
Yes, we have a drop for that. Too.
The best life pro tip I can ever offer you.
Little Hellfire lives by that.
I do.
Batman beats him to a pulp, shouting at Snitch to never put a gun at him again. Robin arrives in time to stop Batman from injuring Snitch and to protect him from other hoods in the bar. The two heroes go to the Batmobile and return to the Batcave below the Wayne Foundation building.
It's that time. It's that time in the Batman continuity.
Oh,
it's too on the nose for me, but whatever.
Disco's dying, and they're gonna. It's 1980. I think they're moving back into the cave soon. But yeah, no, yeah, kids. On the way, Batman tells Robin about the bizarre gift and the note left in the display case. Robin,
he's like, "Oh boy, it's my time to spew my origin story! Yay, yippee!" This Robin is giving so butters.
No,
sorry, Phil. Lou.
Everyone knows it's Dick. Robin reminisces about his own origin and how Batman helped him bring his parents' killers to justice. How he led the double life of Dick Grayson and Robin, the Boy Wonder, and how he eventually graduated high school and entered Hudson University. After which, Bruce and Alfred relocated from Wayne Manor to the penthouse at the top of the Wayne Foundation building. Oh yeah,
listen, I like the penthouse, right? I totally love it, and they should bring it back for modern times, right? But this particular time in juncture, I'm just like, ugh, I don't like it. It was just like when you get to this point in the book, if you like trying to read in order, it's just so much going on, and it just felt so forced.
Yeah, I mean, he's halfway there. He's living in a townhouse in the city right now, but need to get him some of his money back.
Well, when he the first time he lost his money, where him and Selena were like trying to be do-gooders, they were kind of in that penthouse, and they kind of messed that whole story up. So I was just like, all right, whatever.
Mm-hmm. Oh, hey, are you reading Nightwing currently?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so you read the Pirate Adventure, but
yes, I was like, for me. It's like people don't write things for me all the time. It was much appreciated.
I mean, that was a good story, but I'm just like, wait a minute. So, I know he had already mentioned it, but it's like Tony Zuko's alive again all of a sudden, and we're gonna do this again.
Time is a flat circle, my friend, in comic books.
Well, at DC, every time the continuity gets rebooted, the killers of everyone's parents come back. It's like, oh,
so traumatizing.
Oh, I guess I have to avenge my parents again.
Well, the mission, it's mission creep. The mission never ends.
I mean, I'm just waiting for Tony Zuko and Joe Chill to team up or something.
Shh! Don't do that.
I know.
Don't.
I know.
It's Phil's fault when it happens, guys.
I know. Once in the Batcave, Batman immediately gets to work at the Batcave computer.
Computer. It's
Computer.
1980.
Oh, is it an Atari 2600?
Totally.
Oh, did you see? They're trying to sell those again. They're like reissuing those and putting them out. I forget.
Yeah, I saw one in an ad somewhere, and I was just like, why?
I forget how much they wanted for it. I'm like, really? I'm like, someone's gonna pay that much for it? Okay, for a
Some nerd will.
40-some-year-old. You ever see those graphics?
I mean, those people, like I said, like the only way millennials are getting houses is if their parents die. So, those are the people with the money, actually. So they know what they're doing.
That's right, kids. Yeah, I want to pay all this money for Pong.
Meanwhile, all the rebranded Ataris are way better than Color. Colicchio Color was better than Atari. There, I said it. Fight me, nerds.
Pitfall. Alfred confides to Robin that Batman is a different man since being caught in a warehouse explosion. Alfred remembers his own...
Clone. Sorry.
I thought he was gonna.
No, he's like, no, wrong universe.
I thought he was gonna say he's been a different man since his encounter with Catwoman.
I mean, Alfred knows all about that.
Whoa. Ah, that's right, lad. I spanked her myself once.
Then we get a sneaky little Alfred flashback too.
I know. I forgot that they kind of gave him.
They were setting the stage for making him a little more of a badass.
Well, they gave him all the origins, the army, an actor. Yes, because Alfred remembers his own career as a World War II resistance fighter.
Sliding time.
As an actor on the British stage, and after his father's death, traveling to America to become the butler of Bruce Wayne and Dick Grayson, as his father had been the butler to Thomas and Martha Wayne.
Bro, like, do you know lore about butlers and stuff? How, like, it's actually, like, a tradition passed down from father to son? Like, it used to be anyway? Like, it's a whole thing. Like, a butler is actually basically, like, an old-timey, like, a state manager, basically. And that's what they call them nowadays, too. It's interesting. And, like, I never thought about that as a kid, but, like, because of Fresh Prince and Jeffrey, like, I was like, oh. And I was like, oh, it's true. They didn't just make that up for the show. So, yeah. Interesting, actually.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of depressing. It's like, oh, well, if you're born to a certain person.
Well, like that goes back to like caste, and all caste systems and all that stuff. But yeah, it's still really interesting, like what actually like butlers were invented and what they were for, and like it's a grand tradition and stuff. So.
And their parties and everything.
Sexy butler parties, yes.
Whom he soon learned were also Batman and Robin. When Alfred asks if Batman has found a suspect, Batman gestures to a pile of his old enemies' photographs and suggests Alfred take his pick. Modern comics would never. Their asses would be up on that computer screen.
Over-reliance on technology, you say?
He recalls the origin of the Joker and Two-Face. Robin suggests they consult with Commissioner Gordon. But when he prepares to start the Batmobile, an alarm sounds, and Robin realizes the Batmobile's ignition has been tampered with.
Shaggy.
Batman, Robin, and Alfred throw themselves to safety as a bomb blast destroys the car. Immediately, Robin finds another threat against Batman, and this only serves to make Batman more determined to capture whoever is responsible. So yeah, kids, so just remember, yes, someone has trashed that old costume and blown up the Batmobile.
Batman 16, wow.
Oh, yes, this issue recreates and expands on events that took place on previous comics, yes. Batman 16, Detective 30, well, that's Dick Grayson, Detective 38.
Detective 66, so close.
You beat me to it.
And also 168, like, they're just fucking with me at this point.
Oh my god, can you imagine if, like, every milestone, they weren't doing something special for every 50th issue, it was like every 69?
If I ever start my own comic book, please believe that will be the format.
Oh my god, you need to start your own comic. I'd buy the hell out of that. And I'd so be backseat driving. I'd be like, what you should do with this character? Yeah.
It's like you should give him pointy ears and a cape.
Oh, I heard that goes down big in Australia. And you pay for this, Ray.
It was just
He
a really nice package.
He likes being bullied. He does. All our patrons do.
Oh, he don't care anything as long as you don't mention the B word. He don't care. Oh yeah. Sitting there playing his Marvel Snap.
We really should have an intervention for that boy.
Yeah, it's not good for you, Ray.
Sucking the life force.
I think he said his brother-in-law was staying with him right now. I guess for the holiday or whatever. I'm like, I hope that brother-in-law has an intervention. You know, him and.
He's like, wait a minute. Why is it everybody in the family? What's that sign hanging up?
Both sides of the family. I mean, I don't know. Maybe he's just getting on his woman's nerves. He was like, here, play a game.
Oh no, right? Raise an iPad, baby. Oh
no. No, honey. No tantrums. Yes, I know. No new Moon Knight this week. Here, play. Here's the screen, honey.
This is a really good. I like the little connecting threads for this one. This one it's cute. I mean, it's not as good as they made it seem on the cover, but it's cute. It'll do.
Yeah. All right, should we get to the last one?
Let's do it.
All right, then we get we'll get to Batman 400. But yeah, number 3. Like I said, this is the best cover. Untold Legend of the Batman, number 3, September 1980. The Man Behind the Mask.
Wait a minute. Did they increase the price?
Oh my god!
From 40 cents to 50 cents.
Oh my! Was this one bigger or anything?
No.
I wonder if it's.
You know what? I think it's because the other ones were probably. What was the date on that? Oh, it's September now. I was gonna say because you know how like it's like a certain time range where like the comics were kind of steadily increasing, but no, I think they just did it to do it.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, is it just that it's just unfortunate timing that the last issue comes whenever they were raising prices on everything?
Convenient.
Yeah.
Convenient. I see you, DC.
You'll never know if this man becomes Batman unless you buy this last issue. Batman tells Robin he will find his mysterious tormentor alone and strides out of the Batcave.
You know what that means, kids? We're taking a trip to the junkyard.
Rich man stride. Robin calls up Jack Edison, a top stunt driver.
Wow.
And
I haven't thought of this guy in forever.
I know. And car designer who owes his life to the Cape Crusader and informs him they need a new Batmobile. Robin then tells Alfred he intends to help Batman whether he likes it or not.
Oh, it's so sad. His last appearance was like in Blue Devil number 21 back in 86. I used to read Blue Devil and I remember this. It was so sad.
Oh.
Anyway.
Last appearance in Blue Devil. What a way to go. Meanwhile, Batman checks with Shamrock and other street people for clues, but can find none. Yeah, God forbid he gives them a sandwich or anything. When he finds Commissioner Gordon's help, when he asks Commissioner Gordon's help, the Commissioner tells Batman he may subconsciously be overlooking clues. Knowing unconsciously the culprit is someone close to him he does not wish to hurt. After madness. After Batman has left, Gordon recalls his first encounter with Batman and how they started working together. He also remembers
Gordon gets an origin story. This is getting out of hand.
He also remembers the first time that his daughter Barbara was impressed with Batman and followed in his footsteps, becoming Batgirl. And wasn't there a line about her like falling in love with him? I'm like, who is this, Bruce Timm?
Like, well, I mean, honestly though, she was like at this time she was slightly older, and
yeah.
It was a little more acceptable.
She was older. It wouldn't have been so creepy, and But meanwhile, Dick Grayson was still like, I want to hit that.
Well, he's got a thing for the MILFs.
Well, redhead.
And the MILFs have a thing for him.
Well, redheads, like you can blame them, Will.
I know, like we have a lot in common.
Dick Grayson, Dick Hunter, yeah.
Exactly.
Surround myself with these people, kids.
What does that say about you?
Double biscuits for me.
After a few moments, Robin turns up in Gordon's office to ask about his mentor. The next day, Bruce Wayne tries to get through a business day, and a concerned Lucius Fox remembers how good Bruce has been with him.
If you think Alfred's overworked, poor Lucius.
Exactly. After Fox offers his help, Bruce suddenly realizes who his tormentor must be. Ah, yes, the true scourge of Gotham City, kids. That's who it is. As Batman, he returns to the original Batcave below Wayne Manor that night, but finds the walls of the cave closing in on him. He also seems to see the shade of Bruce Wayne accusing him of usurping both their existences. Abruptly, a figure clad in Thomas Wayne's Batman costume appears to help Batman hold back the closing walls and tells him that the warehouse explosion affected his mind, giving him paranoid schizophrenia. Yeah, it was the explosion.
Like I've always said, and this is just kind of proof, that man needs to be in Arkham.
And again, remember that fan theory. Maybe he is in Arkham.
Dr. Joker.
Encouraged, Batman. All right, shut up, Lil. Encouraged, Batman thrusts himself and his mysterious ally to safety just in time. And unmasked the figure as Robin. The Teen Wonder tells Batman that he donned the Batman costume to bring Batman back to his senses. Thanking Robin, Batman goes off to be by himself, viewing the streets of Gotham City from on high, and high as a kite. Anyway,
wild, start to finish, bro. Just wild. Like the things that they used to just throw in these stories, bro.
I remember reading this as a kid, and I'm like, wait a minute. So Batman's crazy? What? What?
See, Ray, this is why you should listen. Proof you're right.
Exactly. See, we have a Batman show, but we rip on him. Come on.
Especially modern Batman. Oof. Wolf.
Oh yeah, come on.
Sounds like a plan, Jan.
But I'm just like, Batman's crazy. It's just like, oh yeah, let's walk away. Let's not like think about this too hard, because it's like, okay, Batman again ripping up the costume is one thing, but okay, Batman and his paranoid schizophrenia almost blew up Robin in the Batmobile. Really?
I mean, we all know it's genetic that his mom and his dad were both inbred and kind of crazy. Like we know this.
Well, yeah. I mean,
they're old money, so they are inbred and a little out of touch. That's all I'm saying. It's just proof. It's proof for that.
Bubble boo boo.
And how many Elseworld tales have we had where his mom was crazy?
Too many.
More than 3.
Mm-hmm. But I'm just like, so like, he didn't remember doing any of this, and like, were the walls in the old Batcave actually closing in? I'm like,
no, it's like that, when you get all like flustered and bothered, that old trope.
I know.
Oh, just yeah, they didn't stick the landing on that one, as far as I'm concerned.
So he basically, he set all this up for himself. I'm like, and nobody's concerned that like, oh hey, Batman did all this without remembering it, and maybe he needs professional help.
Schizophrenia doesn't. I mean, honestly, schizophrenia can happen to anybody at any time. Technically, that's the scary thing about it. But more than likely, it comes on when you're like a young adult, like when your brain chemistry is changing and stuff, and it doesn't just go away. You need medication and therapy, which I've said this about Bruce Wayne for a while.
I mean, they basically treat it like a concussion. Oh, he'll get better.
Yeah, it's kind of wild.
Yeah, I know.
It's kind of wild reading in the year of our Lord 2024.
And it's not even like I almost expect this from like modern comics. This was Silver Age. I'm like, really? We're just gonna be like, oh yeah,
just hand wave it, walk it off, champ.
I mean, was this the first Bat God where it's just like, oh yeah, he'll just walk off that paranoid schizophrenia? Like, he's just gonna walk off mental illness. Really?
Yep, he's definitely in Arkham. He's been in Arkham since this day.
There's your Elseworlds, where it's just like, yeah, well, have we done that before?
Blow up Robin in the Batmobile and Alfred. Yeah.
You're not a rich 1%er. No, you're a escape mental patient.
Same difference. If I can tell anything from the news, it's the same difference.
Oh! They reveal Batman's an escape mental patient. You know how many copies of that Ray would buy?
I need that actually now.
Because I know Lilith likes it long.
Guilty.
Oh yeah, there's a few like that around here. Where I need a new drop, Ray. I know Justin likes it long.
I love it.
All right. So
Batman 400, yeah.
Oh yeah, yes. Like I said, this is like the last pre-crisis Batman story.
Special introduction by Stephen King. Like, what the hell, man?
I know. Like they didn't know what they were.
October 1986. A month that lives in infamy in my heart.
Oh yeah, because Batman 400, October 1986, Resurrection Night, and pay attention, Ray. Writer Doug Mensch. Oh my God, pencilers: Steve Lytle, George Perez, Paris Cullins, Bill Sienkiewicz, Art Adams, Tom Sutton, Steve Leola, Joe Kubert, Ken Stacy, Rick Leonardi, Brian Boland, and John Byrne. And inkers: Bruce D. Patterson, George Perez, Larry Molstead, Bill Sienkiewicz, Terry Austin, Ricardo Villagran, Steve Leola, Joe Kubert, Ken Stacy, Carl Kessel, Brian Boland, and John Byrne. Only one colorist, Adrian Roy. Letterers: John Costanza, Tom Wojcicki, and Andy Kubert. And editing this whole mess, Len Wein. All right, get ready, kids.
Buckle up.
Ra's al Ghul embarks upon one of his most ambitious schemes to confound the Batman. He engineers a massive breakout at both Arkham Asylum and Gotham State Penitentiary, uniting both prisoners and patients. Nightfall. Although this came first.
Yeah. Somebody owes somebody a shekel.
I don't know, but is this just Mensch recycling ideas? Because he was working with them on Nightfall, so.
He's like, you know what? I can expand on it better. I'll make it longer.
Hey-oh! It'll work, damn it, because
I know Lilith likes it long.
No, Nightfall went on for way too long. That's almost as bad as Clone Saga, honestly, if not worse.
Oh yeah, they saw what Reign of the Superman did. They're like, we need something for Batman, and then Marvel was like, we need our Nightfall.
It's just a vicious cycle.
Mm-hmm. Leave Ghost Rider out of this.
I like the most recent Ghost Rider stuff they've been doing, actually.
Oh yeah. It's been decent.
Better than what they were doing previously. It's kind of like Punisher. It's like, it's not classic, but it's still better than whatever the hell they were doing before this.
But then meanwhile, in January, we're getting a new Ghost Rider, a new Moon Knight. Anyone else getting replaced? I know those two.
Oh, I didn't hear that about Moon Knight. Of course, it's a gimmick, but yeah.
Oh yeah, it's a gimmick. We already have a new Punisher. So.
I like that one though.
I like that one, but I'm just saying everyone's half of them are getting replaced at the same time. At
least they're not being replaced with girl characters. Ew.
Yeah, America.
Oh.
Yeah. Hopefully they're still men. Yeah.
You know me. I need some muscle and some meat.
Howdy, y'all. I spend too much money on tobacco and Mountain Dew.
I need that on a shirt so bad. Although it wouldn't be tobacco for me.
I spent too much money on comics.
Cannabis and comics and Mountain Dew.
Oh. I know two people I get that for.
I don't understand why it was divided into 12 chapters though. Like that whole thing, that whole shtick never really
unless
they're trying to be fancy or
I don't know, or unless
Is it because of so many people, it's just easier to map it out that way?
maybe. I think Mensch has written stories like that before, so it might be. It might just be his modus operandi.
Ooh, fancy.
Yeah, uncultured, see? uh, so
Trying
yeah,
to impress Alec Baldwin at Steel City Con.
get shot in the face. He arms them with their uniforms and weapons, giving them special instructions. Meanwhile, oh god, we got a theme this week. Meanwhile, Batman finds a note taped to
I know, that's what I said. I was like,
such a Silver Age trope. Finds a note taped to the Bat computer that reads, "Know your foes." And Roz enters the cave to tell Batman what he has done. He further offers his service in permanently eliminating Batman's adversary should he agree to join his crusade. Batman,
idiot, you should have just said yes.
I know. Batman naturally refuses and Roz takes his leave. I know it's like an honor thing, but I'm just like, yeah, lie to the or at least lie to the guy, say, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna take over your organization." It's like, no.
I mean, he could do what Oliver did. Try to make it better from within.
I know, but again, it's like he's like, no.
Or just blow them all up. Who cares?
Well, he doesn't want him killing all the rogues either, which.
Because then he wouldn't have his fun. We know.
I mean, look at half these Silver Age losers in this crowd. I mean, we could lose a few.
A whole lot.
He soon discovers that the villains have kidnapped people with strong connections to Batman. How no one knows Bruce Wayne is... Yeah, everyone has to know Bruce Wayne's Batman. Yeah, because the people they kidnap, Alfred Pennyworth, Harvey Bullock, Julia Pennyworth, and Vicky Vale. Wonder what all their connections are. Moreover, the Joker...
Again, that's the theory. Everybody knows Batman's Bruce Wayne. We're just letting him run out his delusion because he's the richest man in the city.
I know. I guess maybe they just don't... They wanted to keep it status quo, but I'm just like, this is the last Silver Age story. You could have had him reveal his identity to the world.
That's so pedestrian and cliche and hacky, to be quite honest.
Although it's so weird. I mean, it's not like, Superman that had Man of Steel. There was a definitive, starting date. There was a few months between this and Batman Year One. So it's like,
yeah.
There's
I do feel like that is kind of hacky though when they do that.
Oh yeah.
Because it's like, oh, once that genie's out of the bottle, it'll never go back in unless we get magic or a demon or whatever.
Well, I mean, what character?
It never has a lasting repercussion ever. Every single time they do it.
Well, let's see. Spider-Man, yeah. Daredevil, yeah.
Superman, all 3 times or 4 times.
Dick Grayson.
Yeah.
It's either magic or science. Yeah, we do a mind wipe. Yeah. I know.
So I'm just over it. I'm just over that whole trope. Like I said, it feels very hacky.
Oh yeah. He soon moreover, the Joker and Penguin have enveloped GCPD headquarters with a giant steel net, turning
a terrible Three Stooges skit at this point.
Turning the police into prisoners. The Joker forces Commissioner Gordon to contact Batman and tell him,
"Oh, you boo! Tell him to come pick you up."
He has 3 hours to rescue them, or else all of the hostages will die.
Bum bum bum.
Oh yeah. I'll gas them all, Batman.
He gets his two lady friends to help.
Oh yes, Batman and Robin, this time Jason Todd, find assistance from Catwoman and Roz's daughter Talia. It's a threesome game.
Cat fight, Jerry.
That's right.
Battle of the zippers.
Oh my. They split into 2 teams to tackle the mission from different angles. Talia gets stuck with Robin and Talia go after the group of villains at the GCPD, while Batman and Catwoman confront the criminals who have kidnapped Batman's allies. Throughout the course of the long evening, both parties prove successful, and after Batman defeats the Joker and regains control of the GCPD, the heroes then travel together to Roz's base of operations. So see, kids,
this was crazy, though, what Roz does. I'm just like, why did you do that?
Oh, yeah. They track him down to an old decrepit windmill where Roz is housing one of his Lazarus pits. For the first time ever, Roz
Babes, if it's anywhere near Gotham, that ain't a Lazarus pit. That's toxic waste, homie.
Oh, yeah. For the first time, but definitely not the last, Roz immerses himself in the pit while still alive and soon emerges, now 10 times as strong as a normal human. Batman and his allies approach the windmill and uses explosive charges to blast away at the foundation, providing them with a quick entrance. Batman and Roz fight one another, and through the course of the conflict, he flips Roz over his head. Roz lands for a second time inside the Lazarus pit.
Ruh-roh.
The explosives have greatly weakened the structure of the windmill, so Batman and the others race out of there just as it collapses. With Roz's base collapsing, the heroes retreat, assuming that Roz is gone for good. Well, he stays gone for a couple years.
Well, they kind of had to figure out where to put him back, so it's not like
Yeah, exactly.
they had a choice in the matter.
Afterwards, most of Batman's allies gather together in the Batcave to celebrate Batman's anniversary, but the Dark Knight refuses to join them, knowing that there are many criminals still at large and that his mission is far from over. So yes, he has
I'll never be happy. I'm a sad boy. Go listen to your Nirvana, Batman. You're a sad boy.
He has to brood in the corner.
Break out your My Chemical Romance CDs, bud. It's okay.
I'm not okay.
He joined the Black Parade, indeed.
All right. Thoughts, Lilith. Oh, yes. We get various pinup posters.
Yes. You know, not bad. Not bad at all.
Oh,
They did their best with what they had.
Well, again, think about it. It's divided into 12 chapters. I mean, it's basically, it's like, oh, Nightfall. Oh, each of these chapters would have been an issue, kids.
Oh, my God. Yeah. A whole year's event, bud.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, let's not wish that into existence.
And yes, as I said, yes, this is the last pre-crisis Earth 1 Batman.
Like I said, the special introduction by Stephen King throws me every single time, bro. Every single time.
Well, I guess he was a Batman fan. They're like, who can we get that's famous?
I mean, true, his son did go on to write comic books. Although they are horror comic books, but, you know, Batman's kind of gothic inspired and noir inspired, so I get it.
I don't think they were even worried about a comic connection. They were just like, who do we know that's famous? Who'll do it?
I mean, they know at this point, like, DC could do no wrong, for sure. Like, the late 70s, early 80s, they were really bouncing back from that whole blue Batman costume era. You know.
But then like a little bit later, they would like Detective 600. They got a bunch of people to do like short quotes. Like I think Stan Lee was even in Detective 600.
Well, that's what I mean. Like that, I feel like that's what the comic book industry has lost, is that fellowship. Like where everybody knows everybody, everybody's worked at one place or another. It's like, you know.
Oh yeah. As writers, yeah, I'm sure people knew Stephen King and stuff. So
yeah, that camaraderie. It just like when you go to cons now, like you just like nobody's like at each other's tables anymore and stuff. It, like, listen, I'm glad I grew up in the era that I did, especially like San Diego Comic-Con era, because like now San Diego SDCC is a mess. It's a mess.
Well, that's what I said. I'm like, if I had started reading comics now, I don't know. I don't know.
I don't think I'd be still reading it.
I don't think it would have lasted. Yeah.
Like no offense to the new kids. Like I like a lot of the new people, but like like Denny. Oh my God, I love Denny so much. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, exactly.
Just like the greats. Like we still have some of the greats. Like thank God Mark Waid's still around.
Oh yeah, I mean a lot of those 90 guys.
Yeah, so I mean we were lucky to be able to actually see comics become what it is. And so, like, we can still have, I feel like you can't have a love for it. Like, I feel like that's why so many people, like, pirate the books and they just, like you know, have these, like, very superficial takes on the characters. Like, when I watch, like, people talk about comics on TikTok, like, the younger kids, I just feel like it's a very cursory, shallow interpretation. And then a lot of times they're comparing it to, like, the movies, which is really super unfortunate.
Yeah, I know.
Like, the MCU really, for me, has like, I can't talk to people about Marvel, as I feel like they've only watched those movies that are very shallow.
Well, and again, it seems like a lot of the industry is gone like the Frank Miller route, and it's like, oh, how can we torture our characters this week, you know, or this month?
Your mother's a whore. Yeah, it's just like I just feel like there's no genuine development of the character anymore. It's just one event to the next. It's no remembering what came before you. Like I said, when you lose like the fellowship and like the camaraderie and like I just feel like people don't like, yeah, you grew up with it, but you're like, I could do it better. Like I feel like that is the mentality of a lot of these new writers is like, yeah, I grew up on these comics, but I definitely can do better than that. And then
Oh
they turn
my.
out not so much sometimes.
Oh yeah, no.
So, you know,
Or it's like let me reinvent this old story. It's like, did it need reinvented? No.
well, that, my friend, we're in this weird nostalgia hamster wheel where they're just trying
Sure.
to milk us for all we're worth by, you know, nostalgia baiting us, and it's just like, no, the original story is better, and you're never gonna top it, and that's kind of the beauty and the tragedy of nostalgia, right? Because you have those like rose-colored glasses on because that's what you grew up on. Nothing's gonna be better than that, so I don't even know why they even try.
Because, like you said, who's spending the money?
Yeah, but it's like, ooh.
I know, that's what I said. Like, you know, when my kid gets older, it's like gonna, you know, people are gonna be like, oh, what did you watch as a kid? Oh, I watched the, you know, the second remake of, you know, whatever. You know, not gonna be anything original.
It's like Saw 10 is my movie, man. All the ones before it, garbage. You're kind of right, but still. Scream 8 is my movie.
Not even
Better
that.
than all the other Screams.
Not even that. It's just like, oh, when they tried to reboot whatever, and it's I like the reboot. That's like,
I will say, like, you know what? Now when I think about it, like, they were trying to remake some of those horror movies, like, when I was growing up, but I'd seen the originals, and I was just like, Like The Fog. Sorry, Tom Welling. Sorry. But that Fog remake with him so bad. The Friday the 13th reboot with like Jared Padalecki and like I think it's Kelly Rowland. So bad. Like I'm like, no, babes. Nightmare on Elm Street with Katie Cassidy. Like, are you sensing a theme here? No, just leave the originals alone. Leave it alone.
those damn Friday the 13th remakes. There weren't enough boobs in it. Damn it.
Does
Well,
hear me?
Yeah, you can't do it. It's not our political climate and even just media literacy like just doesn't allow for like that the actual slasher tropes to remain relevant, and that's fine, I guess, but it flopped, so maybe put some boobs and some bloody boobs. Just saying.
Yeah.
I don't want elevator horror like the Babadook. That's all I'm saying. You can keep that A24.
Okay, quick. You want to talk any newer comics?
Sure. What did you have in mind?
Have you been reading? It's only 2 issues in Batman Off-World.
No.
Oh my!
Have no interest.
Oh my lord! It's a flashback because Batman ends up in space because in this flashback they show that he was like fighting this gang, and I don't know, they had like an alien bodyguard like he couldn't beat. So of course, you know, don't tell Batman he can't beat anything because so he goes into space to learn how to beat aliens.
Okay.
Yeah, and then he was kind of, you know, they tried to make a slave of him, and then at the end of the second issue he kind of escapes, but he's still off in space somewhere. So this is Batman's space adventure.
That sounds awful. No offense. That's not my vibe. Also kind of not my vibe anymore is Batman Beyond Neo Gothic. Like 6 kind of lost me.
Well, I think that was the last one. So
yeah, I was just like, oh, they went off the deep end on this one.
I don't know. You know what? I mean, the story was all right, but you know what kept taking me out is the cat boy. I'm just like,
yes. It's so weird because I really do love Colin Kelly and Jackson Lanzing. Like I said, they have been doing amazing stuff with the Star Trek franchise over at I think it's IDW, yeah. And then like the Aquaman stuff, I was like, and now this, I'm just like, I don't know, maybe you guys stick to Star Trek. I don't know.
It's not just us. I know my comic shop guy was saying that Neo Gothic wasn't selling well.
It's like when you say Batman Beyond, it's Terry. Not his brother, not some brand. It's Terry freaking McGinnis. Like, I'm sorry.
And I mean, did they stray too far from the path where it's like, you know, there's kind of like a new love interest and
yeah, it's like, babes, I don't want to see this.
They killed off Bruce. They're the ones killed off Bruce, but yeah, Bruce is gone, and
Yeah, it's like you don't like. I feel like it was like a cheap shot. It's like you say Batman Beyond, you know the Terry fans are gonna come, and they even admitted they like Terry more than regular Batman. So I don't know. It's kind of weird. Like it's kind of weird.
And as we were just talking, I mean, spoilers at the end of 6, he basically reveals his identity to everybody. It's just like, really? So then, even if someone else comes in to write this, they're gonna have to either ignore it or just like kind of clean that up real quick.
It was all a dream. Don't worry. We'll Patrick McDuffie this. Don't worry about it.
Or I mean, it was like kind of like nanotech in everyone's like head. So can they just say, "Oh yeah, just mind wipe it"?
Just mind wipe. Literally, just mind wipe it. Well, you know what's scary is that like as that tech that one of the Elon companies are working on, the Neuralink. That's actually not that far from the future, man.
I know.
And the stuff that they're doing with helping like people who have like paralysis with their spine stuff, like it's cool, but it's kind of scary.
It's gonna get abused. You know it is. It's gonna be like,
oh yeah, absolutely.
You could start your car from your bed just by thinking about it.
It's like a key fob's not enough. Two double presses are too much work.
Well, okay.
Although it's crazy because now we're finding out that whole autopilot in Tesla is actually kind of a scam and a lie. So our self-driving cars are maybe not as close as we think.
Well, as you know, Lilith Hellfire, porn drives the tech. So
I just want to be able to watch a good long porn movie on the way to work.
Oh,
hands free, if you know what I'm saying. Like,
hey-oh!
The premise for the engineers to be working off of.
That's right, kids. Hands free. She wants to plug it in.
Yeah, it's bad, but it's just kind of interesting. Like, as we I still don't have my flying car. I'm very upset. Like, I was convinced by the year 2000 we would have flying cars, and when 2000 hit, and I was still in high school, and we didn't have flying cars, or even hoverboards, like actual real hoverboards. I've just been so salty about it.
Oh, it's on brand. She wanted to be Judy Jetson. Damn it!
Truly, where's my? Well, we kind of do have a Rosie the Robot. It's called a Roomba.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently it's up to me to make the real life love doll here. So, working on it, kids.
Exactly.
Batman Brave and the Bold's pretty cool still.
Mm-hmm.
Number 8, why was I don't.
Wild Dog.
Okay, thank you. I was just so very confused with that one.
Yeah, dummy.
It was like, Quad Cities? No! Gorilla City? No! Aquaman? No!
I know. I don't know. It seems like they're stuck in a pattern with Aquaman where it's basically just like,
let's just make fun of him.
That's he has to he has to deal with aliens or gorillas,
it's
anymore.
Like, babes, he's got a whole kingdom he needs to be worried about. Because Gabriel to have an undersea adventures. I'm like, what is going on? What are we doing?
Yeah,
I think Pygmalion was the best story though.
Okay. Yeah.
And Here Comes Trouble wasn't bad either, but I like Pygmalion for what it's worth. It's like, oh, you read books. That's cute. Tried.
Oh, did you have you been reading Beast World?
No, not at all. I did pick up the Titan book. I didn't realize, and I was just like, what the hell is this? I meant to pick up the regular Titans. Because that is not, but please believe Titans are not on my pull list. So I'm just like, I was like, oh, Tom Taylor. Fancy meeting you here in the discard pile.
Oh God. The regular Beast World miniseries is pretty good, but the one shots and stuff, you really don't need to pick those up.
I'm just like, I'm so confused. I don't know what's going on.
Well,
poor Titans. They drug the poor Titans into this.
Well, prepare yourself for a shock when you pick up Nightwing 110 in January. So,
oh yeah,
that ties in too. So,
thanks for the reminder. Damn completionist. The Penguin #5. Are you still reading that?
Oh, you know what?
Tom King again in the discard pile. Look, listen.
I was reading it, but you know what? I realized yesterday I didn't pick it up. I missed it. I was like, I'll get to it.
I mean, this is literally like it's the penultimate or the ultimate. I don't know. I don't know what's going on anymore. But like, it literally gives everything away. So I'm assuming.
I was like, how long can we keep a Penguin book going? I mean,
especially this specific Penguin.
Yeah.
And it's like, didn't you guys kind of blow your load? Because isn't the Penguin show coming out this year?
Supposedly.
2024? Yeah.
Supposedly, yeah.
So.
Unless they were testing the waters to see, what kind of numbers they could do. But it's just.
I mean, it's already been shot and it's out of post-production. So, I mean,
Yeah, I just mean comic-wise.
Batgirl, they have to show it. It's James Gunn's project, right?
I don't know. Is it?
I feel like they said it was a part of that universe.
It was part of the universe, but I thought they started that before he even came on board. Did it?
Or is it the guy that did the Bat Pat? I don't know. I don't remember.
I don't know, but that's that's the thing, and that's probably why the comics are already out. Because I think this was supposed to come out this year, maybe, or 2023. I think so. Maybe that's because I think it got pushed back.
Maybe.
So that's why the comics are already out.
Yeah, okay, that is the one that's a spinoff from the Batman from 2022.
Yeah.
So that is Matt Reeves.
Yeah, I couldn't remember if Reeves was directly involved, but yeah, I knew it was the spinoff. Yeah.
It's actually got. Oh my God, no! I did not know this. I love Kristen Miolti, aka the mother from How I Met Your Mother. Oh, they wouldn't drug her into this. She's got to work with Colin Farrell. God bless her. God bless her.
I'm the Penguin, right?
That's a bummer. I have to kind of watch it because I support her and everything she does. So she's playing Sophia Falcone though, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a shot.
It's giving Catwoman before Catwoman, honestly. I'll give it a shot, but like, I don't even know why we have that in the James Gunn universe. Like, I don't understand.
I'm like, why the Penguin? If you're gonna spin anything out of that movie, why wouldn't you do like a?
It's like we have a Joker franchise and a Batman franchise that aren't connected. Whatever.
I know.
Dear DC, do whatever you do. I ain't paying for it.
Why wouldn't you spin Catwoman out of that movie? Why Penguin?
Well, because Zoe Kravitz is a black woman, but anyway. And honestly, I didn't like her as Catwoman. I'm gonna be real.
Okay.
I mean, I have yet to really like a modern Catwoman. Like, to be honest, it's Julie Newmar, it's Eartha Kitt, and it's freaking Michelle Pfeiffer. Like, I'm sorry, it just is what it is.
Oh yeah, I mean, who have we had? Anne Hathaway and Zoe Kravitz.
Flop.
Oh,
I mean, it could be cool, but like, it's just the way that they decided to do it. Like, and they didn't even have chemistry, as far as I'm concerned. Like, it's a whole thing.
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't think Anne Hathaway and Christian Bale had.
Christian Bale doesn't have chemistry with anyone, and that's no tea, no shade. He's a very hard man to work with.
Oh really?
I think not as bad as Russell Crowe, but
Christian Bale's hard to work with.
Oh, good for you.
I mean, unless you're Christopher Nolan, like those two get along. Those two don't get along with anybody else either. So
there are
two British peas in a pod, you know.
Oh my. Oh, but speaking of, have you been reading Catwoman?
Of course.
What do you think? The whole 9 Lives thing.
You know, I'm glad we're getting back to the cat motif. It's almost giving Halle Berry's Catwoman a little bit, like the mysticism of like being Catwoman. Like I'm down for it. I'm curious to see where they go with that.
Mysticism, aka Vandal Savage, is here.
Well,
I know.
It is.
I know.
That's not scientific, my friend.
I know. That's Silver Agey.
Very Silver Agey. AKA corny as hell. But like I said, I'm interested. Like I feel like I don't mind her having like a little bit of some upgrades and stuff. And it also goes back to the Michelle Pfeiffer stuff. It's like where it kind of seemed like the cats gave her a little like that's where I thought that Halle Berry Catwoman movie was kind of going, that we were gonna explore that, but then they didn't. Such a bummer. We really should remake that movie. It had a lot of promise for the premise.
Yeah, maybe just tie it in more into the DC stuff.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it was missing. So I mean, I like Catwoman. I like the character. I like she's been on a steady incline. Like I said, her without Bruce, chef's kiss. More of that. More of that. He brings everybody down. Like when Dick goes out on his own and becomes Nightwing, becomes the best DC character. I'm just saying, it's something about Bruce Wayne and Batman that just, except for Damian. Damian kind of needs him.
He brings everything,
Unfortunately.
brings everyone down except himself.
Yeah.
All right, Lilith. Anything else on that?
Oh,
line?
Harley, are you reading Harley Quinn at all?
Yeah, I'm still reading it. I don't know, the whole multiverse stuff.
It's giving Deadpool. It's still giving Deadpool. I don't know why.
I'm like, we're still doing
Let
this?
her be Harley Quinn, please.
I mean, it'd be fine if it was like a shorter arc, but man, they've been doing this for a while.
And we're going to a lost city of dinosaurs? Okay. I mean, maybe they're trying to get more children, like younger.
That backup story. They're just doing like, random dreams Harley has for how long. I'm just like, really?
Yeah, it's weird. But yeah, like, I don't know. They're trying to do something. Like I said, I guess they can't make everything like the animated TV show because that is a little too raunchy.
Oh yeah,
It's a little. It's giving rated M, so they have to kind of like tone it down for the comics now. I think. Whereas before, those Harley comics were kind of rated M, low key, like borderline Black Label humor.
You mean?
So it's interesting to see the twisted turns that they're taking with Harley.
What, all the Beaver jokes?
Don't make fun of Amanda and Jimmy. We roasted them enough on that.
I know.
And what's crazy is I love them individually, but when they get together, it's a toxic stew, bro. So toxic.
What a compliment for a married couple.
I find that curious. That's all I'm gonna say. Move on.
All right. So should we get out of here?
Let's definitely do that. We got whole other shows to do.
We got shows to do. All right, kids. So next time, send us your thoughts because you could receive a prize. Come on.
What are the prizes? Maybe kind of entice them. Let them know. What do we got? What do we got in the stash box?
Well, I know we got all the stuff you sent. I have comics. I even got. So.
Oh, you're gonna give that away? That's a great book.
Well, I got it as a giveaway. So. Got Justice Society. Oh, I got a bunch of Green Lantern stuff. I mean,
oh well.
Trying to
No
give
one
those
cares.
things.
No one cares.
How dare you?
I'm just kidding.
I mean, hell, I gotta
Go watch Quantum Zone.
Sector 2814. How dare you?
I said what I said.
Remember, Lilith, I got Green Lantern stuff to give away. All right, but yes, next time, send us your thoughts. We're going to do Brave and the Bold 140, 147, 158, and 160, featuring Batman team-ups with Wonder Woman and Supergirl.
Me, wow.
And then, you're welcome, Lilith. In 2 weeks, we're going to cover Batman's appearances in Deathstroke the Terminator 6 through 9.
That's how he got me. That's how he got me.
Come on, it's not Batman's book. He may not win, Lilith. Come on.
Yeah, right.
And the week after that, Batman Universe 1 through 6.
Oof.
By an up and coming. Oh, come on! By an up and coming talent, Mr.
Bendis.
Woof.
Oh my! And then, of course, the end of the month, myself and Justin, and now Russell, you'll hear us covering the first 5 issues of the Azrael ongoing series as we start that journey.
Blonde Batman. Maybe you can entice Ray into listening that way. It's like the guy that broke his, the guy in the cover for when he broke his back.
And it's like
he's also crazy and self-centered.
It's Russell's first time reading through these issues. So.
Oh, that's gonna be a raw experience. Denny O'Neil's passion project, I'll tell you that.
100 issues, 2 annuals, and at least 1 special.
Man on a mission. I don't know what that mission was or if he accomplished it, but he was on a mission.
Man on a mission to get paid.
Shekels in perpetuity.
Exactly. His grandchildren thank him. All right, kids. Send us all your thoughts. Email us capesandlunatics@gmail.com or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. Like I said, you could win a prize. And of course, you can find all things Capes and Lunatics episodes, social media, merchandise such as cool t-shirts or cups or phone cases and more. Or just drop random cash on us through the Cash App link, or all of the above. You can also subscribe to our Patreon. Again, you never know what you're going to get there. Every month, it's something completely different. And in 2024, I promise you, I guarantee Lilith Hellfire will be
more vicious and brutal than ever.
I just love playing the drop. That's right, kids.
More vicious and
uncensored and
more vicious and brutal than ever.
So find everything all in one place. That's tubespace.io/Capes and Lunatics Podcast Network. That's tubespace.io/Capes and Lunatics Podcast Network. Join Justin, Ray, Russell, and Moz in the Patreon Elite.
I'm going to eat this up with a fork and spoon.
Nom, 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 nom.
Oh, my.
Nom, 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 nom.
That has to be a new drop. All right, Lilith Hellfire. What kind of smoke signals can people send up to contact?
Don't. I encourage you to get off social media and go touch grass after you listen to this podcast in complete.
You can listen to this on your phone while you're taking a walk through the neighborhood.
Exactly.
People might think you're a madman for laughing at all our hilarious jokes, but yes, you can listen to this while you're touching grass at the same time. Tell everyone thing. I know all about Batman 400 right now.
The greatest comic of all time.
Easy there.
I know.
Easy there.
Satire and parody, though.
He's cradling my nuts.
Hell. That damn Ross. All right. Thank you for joining us. Again, if you need to get a hold of Lilith, just contact capesandlunatics@gmail.com.
Salty and Petty 69 at gmail.com.
Yes, that too. Or all the shows have social media. Find We Are the Night on Facebook. Find the Batman Podcast on Facebook and Twitter.
Much to Facebook's chagrin.
You can find Capes and Lunatics on Threads, on Blue Sky.
Oh, geez.
On Instagram, although I need to start posting more on Instagram again. There's no excuse not to get a hold of us. We're not hiding in a cave like certain people. Batman will felt like.
It's a bunker. Get it right.
Bunker. Anyway, kids, thank you for joining us and coming back for the new year. Until next time, join us same bat time,
same bat channel.
We Are
the Night. The Batman Podcast. Don't you forget it.
Keep your paranoid schizophrenia to yourself.